Hey, what's up everybody? Hope your Tuesday is going quite well, as mine is. Jenny and I just finished making some more of our meals, watching an episode of Mad Men. But alas, I think it was just making the guacamole for tonight that just kind of took us over the edge in terms of starting a little bit late today. But that's all right, we're just working on some more animation stuff. Yeah, floating head day, yeah. Floating head day is the best day. So, alright. We got Twitter sent off, we have that, and then we have that queue. Alright, let's get back into it. So I think we did a mouth pass last time, and I think now what we can try and do is load up all of our major tools that we normally use. Move that over there. Let's zoom in with our camera. Come back out to the picker. Get roughly like right around there. Also something where, yeah, I think if we just do like an eye pass, I think that would be pretty good. And I don't think we really need too much of the sound here. So it does close like on, right on the, like it's almost like a half blank. So don't want to select any of that nonsense. So definitely half lidded. Down the center. Like this is still alright, so that doesn't, ooh, so it's X, I think. Oh, here we go. Alright, cool. Made sure that I sneezed off camera and muted and unmuted the microphone properly, hopefully. We have this down. Bring it inwards like that. Do we have one for both? Okay. So I'd say this is kind of like maybe, oop, not all of them, just the top downwards. I know there's going to be just a ton of eye darts, I think.
Gotta keep your head up, you know, keep it above water, most definitely. You know, it was kind of my fault, no, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really blame myself for it, but I'm doing my thing though, you know what I'm saying?
It's almost like it's a very quick blink. Just looking at that eyes and that blink though. And we can also just bring this like right about here, right? And then we can just really get in there so we can really see it, right? Because why not? We can zoom in. We can see the stuff up close. We also have our hair nice and messy. Of course, it's not up and swoop back like Mr. Goldblum, but now we have like this. Almost. This is still like right about there. I have to make sure that it's actually closed, right? Or no, it could be. I almost want to do just like a full eye pass, which is, I don't know which one it is. Oh, it's like this weird, like this one and this one, where it's like, I feel like if we do an overall pass, oh yeah, I can't do that. Just an overall shape of having this kind of angled down like that, or angled up. Yeah. I think having that would be pretty good. Ooh, not that all the way down.
I fight to find the words to describe you. My mother nature, I adore and despise you. The table
This it's like shapes maybe.
Let the serenade hypnotize you. I made this for you. This my latest for you. Sit under the trees, getting faded with you. I love your flaws. Let me tell you the truth. Your walk make the earth quake. Let me step in your shoes. Her teardrops slowly flooding the room. I can't breathe. We stuck inside a loop, so we can't leave. I'm speechless. Damn, I can't speak.
This song's a little bit long, as well as it has lyrics over it, which I generally skip. But anyways, we're gonna keep focusing on these eyes, right? Is there anything for... I don't know if I heard like some beeping noise or something. I don't know if that was on me. I really wish that these were like what, one is all the way wide. I feel like this, yeah. So if we just take, you know, that to a complete open, we just this might need to be just like a little bit right there. This actually moves up just a smidge as such. Iris, pupil, eye bulge. I don't think, yeah, the lids really move around too much with that. I'm pretty sure there might be a setting in here for that, but this is getting bumped over. Start leading with the eyes a bit. Like right there. Very much heavy. Squinty eyes. Yeah, where it's like this is going all the way up into here. We get that. maybe a little bit down too. I think we have all the eye darts and stuff solid and locked away. Happened here? Ooh, gotta remember to relax the shoulders. Yeah, if anybody's checking the stream out and you want to ask any questions about animation, any of that jazz, you can always leave a comment. I'll do my best to try and respond. As long as it's not crazy complicated where it's like well beyond me. But even then I'll let you know. It's like, oh, you might want to go check it out maybe over here. I don't know. Let's get this really high up for this sort of squint. the rotation stuff's not going to do much. Ooh, so you actually do have a squint. So I'm going to save this pose, right? Then I'm going to just... I really wish the 0 out for this gave it like the, what is it, 0.75? Whatever the natural pose is for this stuff. Nope. Oh, so the squint, yeah, would be here. All right, so I think we have at least the lids and stuff, right? I'd almost say if we really wanted to get some sweet, sweet goodness, to translate X here, go into here, let this translate X. And then do that. It has to be like that. It looks like it's given it some. I think we can do that. Let's say if we come into here. Whoop. Here. So we just need to make sure that on those blanks, the X is completely zeroed out.
About
so we got the sound going, so we can probably just skip along. Okay, so negatives goes to the right. Okay, cool. So I think what all we really have to do here there and there. I want to see when he I think that's working pretty well. I think what we can also do is just take our rotate X on here. Use it for the nose, rotate up and down, because what's this? Okay, we're starting to get into there. So if we take the rotate X, delete all that stuff, put this, then we bring it like, probably like, what is it? Okay, so that looks like it's actually, I'm looking at the nose and how much it's moving up and down. We can probably blend to default for a bit. Oops. Blend to default, there we go. So we can probably reduce that like a good bit. And then the, is it the X here? we can probably do for the X on here as well. We're basically just copying some of the animation that we already have, right? And we're applying it to areas that the mouth is going to affect. So like if you're doing a super wide, like E shape, your nostrils will also be affected just slightly, not a whole lot, just enough. Yeah, so we can take this. Probably try and do a bit of brows here. Almost feels like angled up. That's right. This one's not going to be as angled. This one will be a little bit more angled up. Yeah.
So busy, and all we were doing was making nice, delicious coffee on the street, no branding, on purpose no branding. because we didn't want any barriers. There was no door, no windows. People could walk.
Oh no, Windows Long Espresso is the track of this song coming up. I almost feel like wanting to take this, like go up on one end, this down just a smidge. Is there anything in here? I don't know if there's any real furrowing. I think if we do... Oop. Bring this up. Like really bring this down. Pinch this a lot more since the corners of your brows don't really move up nearly as much as your inners. But you get into something a little bit closer to this. But... I don't have big need for that. I remember hearing this song and doing this to it. I think I was actually on Birds last time. Here, let me scroll down a bit. Let's see if we can't get into some different tunes. If we can. And here, hold up. There's a notification here on my computador screen. Just want to see what was up with that. I think it was just as simple as your virus scanner thing isn't on. Like, alright. Alright. Get back on the DS. While this is loading. Gotta try and keep yourself entertained while play blasts are loading and stuff, right?
And let me say something, if I may, about something of
Just
interest.
got home saying hi. Hey, disappearing into your screen again. Yes, I am disappearing into my screen. Just a little bit. But I was just waiting for this stuff to load. What's up, Zeke? Rawr. Hope you're doing well. Elevator music? Yeah, more or less, basically. It's just a Spotify suggested daily mix. Because normally, while I'm animating and such, I try and find nice, chill instrumental music. Oh, that is the music, right? There's no something else, okay. For a second, I thought it was like, oh no, there's another thing going on. Tangled. Act is lurking on someone. But Tangled account? Is that what you're saying? What's the ACCT? I know not of what you speak, and I am too lazy to turn PC on. Oh, it's Emily. Oh, okay, nice. Oh, Tangled account is lurking on somebody. Oh, okay, it's Emily Law. That makes sense. So this is just like your non-streamer user name thing. But in any case, we just finished another pass doing sort of like the eyes and the eyebrows and adjusting a little bit with the nose. So hopefully we can get some thing going on here. So let's go ahead and check a look.
And let me say something, if I may, about something of interest. Let me think if I know anything of interest. And let me say something, if I may, about something of interest. Let me think if I know anything.
So it's this like pop, like right here. So that. I think that's going to be nice and easy real quick. Here, hold on. So if we go into here, where was it? Like reduce this like greatly. Oop. Yeah, just take this down by a significant margin. There we go. Ooh. Why did it full screen on my other monitor? There we go. So we can pause that, get back into here.
I know anything of interest. And let me say something, if I may, about something of interest. Let me think if I know anything of interest. And let me say something, if I may, about something of interest. Let me think if I know anything of interest.
So I think the weakest part in terms of the lip sync is when he tilts his head back, because I think it probably is also with the model, but I think we can get definitely some better shapes through there. Like right there, I don't think it's really that great of a shape.
Let me think if I know anything of interest.
Also want to take a look at the nose.
Let me say something, if I may, about something of interest. Let me think if I know anything of interest.
I think the nose is definitely getting a little bit out of control. A bit. So blend to default. We can get our music back on. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, just got him from Jim. You just got him from Jim or home. Just got home from the gym. It added extra views and mods. Yeah. Ooh, wow, timing is nice. Thank you very much. It's almost as if it's my profession. But thank you very much. It's always good to have someone else who hasn't been looking at this as long as I have to just be like, hey, looks pretty good. Or hey, it looks crazy. Because there's such a thing as snow blindness. When you're animating on something for so long, a lot of the mistakes just kind of just washes over me. Yeah. I need Jenny back to translate my typos. That's okay. We're doing okay. Yeah. English majors aren't good at editing their own work. Yeah. Oh, same thing. You edit a paper over and over and over and over again. Yeah. Yeah, man. Totally understand. Wonder if it's something where it's like I can just get this little bit of a tongue action going on there. It almost looks like the uvula out in the back, right?
It's nice to be here, so let me do my thing.
But how was your time at the gym? Ooh, man, my eye is just super itchy right now. Like right on the inside right there. I know it's super nice to have that on stream, but gosh, yeah, that's actually kind of bugging me pretty bad. Hold on. Like it just feels like I have like just like a little sleepy in there or something, you know. Of course, I'm guessing it's gonna be one of those things where it's like the more I itch at it, the more it'll be weird. Yeah, for some reason I couldn't keep up with Zumba. My legs weren't having it with the hops and steps. It's okay, man, as long as you keep trying to do those hops and steps, even if you're out of rhythm. See if we can't get maybe some put this on like a layer. Just get this corner right here, so when he's actually scratching it. Also, I feel like some artistic creation. I think we can also have this up a little bit more. It's almost like it's curled and then it's all stretching out while he scratches. Yeah, I think that should be good. Kicked butt on chest and back weights though. And a friend has invited me to do kickboxing with him. I may turn into a gym rat. Never imagined that coming from my mouth. Yeah. I hear once you start getting into a rhythm and you really start, you know, getting into a sort of community sort of aspect, which is kind of how I feel a lot about sports. It's like, oh man, once I get into a sport, like the first couple days or weeks, it's a struggle, but by the time I get into the swing of things, I'm like really looking forward to, oh, I'm gonna be, you know, playing football, or I'm gonna be playing frisbee, or I'm gonna be playing basketball or whatever, right? And as long as I'm with a good group of friends, I really look forward to that, right? So anyways, we're going back to the face, and we are going to have just like a little extra wherein this comes up, so contact here. Maybe when it gets to here. I'm also gonna make sure it's like it's elastic, right? It's not gonna like slowly come up. It's gonna. Now we have this sort of scratching that might actually work. If I'm scratching, right? Like I'm also sort of pulling this nostril too. I think we can kind of add in here. Bring that over, yeah. Also, there has to be, yeah, some cheek stuff too. All right, cool. Ooh. So is there a puff, 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 puff? Aha! So these are puff. The perf. This perf. I don't know how this didn't go down to 0 there. Maybe like not all the way, but enough. Where all that? Bam. Let's see. Rewinded just a bit back there in the chat. Let's see. Yeah, held a plank for a whole 15 to 20 seconds. I'm just waiting for more fat to go off. I've missed my high school fat me. It wasn't bad as this. Yeah, high school. Yeah. By the way, if Jenny isn't feeling good again, send her my best. Now, I think she's feeling a lot better since she had the day off, but I know she's still trying to recover back to 100% and everything. So. Well, actually, it's right about 10 o'clock, so I think I'm going to go ahead and give myself a little 2-minute timer. Let's see here. I think that's really about... I think we get this and this, right? We do have these. We take that. Actually, here. I guess we can do that. And then the anim layer. Take the Y's of this. Oh, we just have to add it. We take the Y's here. Yeah, we are definitely making sure this goes to blend to default and like severely. Like maybe have it like delay to frame. Actually, I wanted to take this for the Y in here. Have this like severely reduced. I think that'll actually be pretty good for now. So if I actually want to MG saver this, get it all up in there. That mask go on. Let's go into here, select this camera. Let's get into our camera attributes. Should be display options. Yeah, okay. What? I want to know why this is just so cropped in like that. It's like we have this, this, and this. It's almost like triple. Triplicated in here. It's super strange, yeah. There's a bad bug going around at work. Had 23 teachers out. Dang! I know there's a bug going around here at work up here in Canada as well. I guess we just need it like that, and then I don't know what this is. Some gate, so it should be resolution gate, so it just keeps. Yeah, that. So we don't need that. There we go. That definitely feels a lot better. Don't need that safe thing, whatever. We'll go ahead and play blast again. We're definitely gonna need to pixel mess with some of the hand stuff down there. Okay, passing out. Have a good rest. I'm actually going to, if you want, you can actually see it one more time before you pass out. So you can kind of see what I've been working on. Boom.
And
all right, so let's go ahead and pause it, skip to the next one, and let's watch this together.
And let me say something, if I may, about something of interest. Let me think if I know anything of interest. And let me say something, if I may, about something of interest. Let me think if I know anything of interest. And let me say something, if I may, about...
I think let's see if that faces
something, if I may, about something of interest. Let me think if I know anything of interest.
Scratching might be going
let me say
well.
something, if I may, about something of interest.
Love the eyes,
let me think if I know anything of interest. And let me say something, if I may, about something of interest. Let me think if I know anything of interest.
I think the only thing is, I think when he squints.
Something of interest.
Yeah, because it's like he squints and then it opens. So I don't think we really need that. Just let it hold on there. But yeah, I think I'm just going to keep noodling for a little bit longer. You go ahead and have a good rest, Emily. I do kind of like how this is a little bit asymmetrical, where I'd say like keep these, or not these, this and this, like here, almost. Of course, we're gonna have to zoom back in again. That's going to come back just. And now we have that whole thing. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. That's great. I'm not an expert. It's going to run splendidly. Good night. All right. Thanks. Peace. Much love. Thank you for stopping by the stream, talking, lurking, all that fun stuff. Really appreciate it. Thank you. But I think this is what we're going to go ahead and do. It's a little bit more of a light stream tonight. We got a good fair bit done. So this is what we can go ahead and do. We can go ahead and play blast this out. Actually, here, this is what we're going to do. We're actually going to play blast this out. And we're going to have that. We're actually going to select this, add it to a layer, say make this the video plane, make that black for whatever reason. We'll do that and that. Let's go ahead and see what it looks like without the video reference behind it. So let's see how it stands on its own. And we can also maybe just write a couple of notes down, see how it's going. If you go into here, go into new, let's just say Microsoft Word document.
And let me say something.
So I wonder if we do that, but then we come in here and we hit that same thing where it's this. All right, cool. So it's the latest one. So now we're here in keyframe, where we should be able to do all this stuff. So we can actually just write this stuff right here, right? Here we can do that and that. There we go. All right, so notes. All right, so let's go ahead and just do body. I think we're also going to go ahead and pause. So we're going to pause that. We're going to turn the music back up. Well, actually, we can we'll have it play through with the audio and everything first, and then we're gonna go in and we're gonna write notes.
And let me say something, if I may, about something of interest. Let me think if I know anything of interest. And let me say something, if I may, about something of interest. Let me think if I know anything of interest. And let me say something, if I may, about something of interest. Let me think if I know anything of interest.
All right. Not too shabby. We can do this, but then we can just make sure this is nice and soft while we're trying to talk through this. So I mean the about. I think the cheek comes way too far down on that, so that'll be body, mouth. There we go. So we'll do that. So we have frame 69. Shoot, which is also have to do math and stuff because we're like starting on frame what? 244. So just add 69 to whatever we need to do. So be in about, so we're here. Cheeks pop too much, moves down too far on the B sound. So I think body just do contact pass with hands. Ginger's fingers. I don't know if this kind of comes in. I almost feel like I want to have that hand open up more. So maybe like around last hand opening. Have screen right hand trans X. Further right. To have it kind of open. Trans rot. Rotation X. So just going off to left and right, you know? I think the fingers and stuff are kind of doing okay. This is something where do we want to just have cleaner hand movements? And is the finger kind of popping up and down a little too much when he's rubbing it? So on thumb rubs and thumb bends downward too far. Also the squint when he comes down. I think it works definitely a lot better where it just holds it. I'm also wondering about the eyebrows. I don't feel it's really motivated. Like how it goes from up So browse, face. Frame 22. Browse, move down with no motivation. Like, I don't understand if it was. I think I can also get more furrow. So just more furrow overall in the beginning when his eyebrows are up. Like that arc going upwards. I think we can definitely try and have that a little bit more throughout. And I think there was a point in the mouth or the... Like maybe it was around here.
Let me say something, if I may, about something of interest. Let me...
Is the lip sync early?
And let me say something, if I may, about something of interest.
Maybe the...
About...
the tuh. The tuh. In interest. And open a bit more for contrast.
Something of interest. Let me think if I know anything of interest. And let me say something, if I may, about something of interest. Let me think if I know anything of interest. If I know anything. Let me think if I know anything of interest. I know anything.
So I guess 163. More of a F shape. Because he's saying of, and it looks like he's just smiling.
Anything of interest. And let me say something, if I may, about something of interest. Let me think if I know anything of interest.
All right, cool. I think that'll go ahead and do it for tonight. Here, we'll go ahead and look at it one more time while I... Goldblum notes. We'll play it one more time here.
And let me say something, if I may, about something of interest. Let me think if I know anything of interest. And let me say something, if I may, about something of interest. Let me think if I know anything of interest. And let me say something.
I might need to do a pass on the shoulder.
Something of interest.
For the
let me think
pen.
if I know anything of interest. And let me say something, if I may, about... Let me say something, if I may, about something of interest. Let me think if I know anything of interest.
Yeah, so I think that'll go ahead and do it for now. I think there's pretty much just, you know, only a couple of us, although we still can try and go and do a little raid and stuff. So if there's anybody in the chat that has a suggestion for somebody to go and raid, you know, we can head on over, say hello to somebody. If not, I'm going to go ahead and set up my follow page, see who's actually streaming currently. And then I might go ahead and we can raid on over. Who to raid to? Who shall we raid to? So it looks like we have somebody who I follow. Goes by the name of Adam Plays. I think you might know him from yourmoviesucks.org. It's a very, very positive thing to check out. So I think we'll go ahead and share the art love and head on over to that. Yeah. Over to Adam Plays, Junichi with the hearts and loves. There we go. Boom. My own personal hearts and stuff. So we'll go ahead and set that stream up over to raid. We'll go ahead and head on over there in just a brief second. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream and we'll head on over. So thanks again for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.